David with Liguori Drag Racing, and in this video we're going to be going over the SparkPro harness. This is a SparkPro 4 harness. We have a 10-pin connector, 4 gray wires, 4 green wires, and 2 black wires. The 4 gray wires are labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they connect to the ECU harness. So whether you have a 450, 550, 600, they connect to those. So you have to splice these together if you use this harness. The green wires go to the coil. So these are also numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. I always try to put them in line with each coil. So cylinder number 1 gets green number 1, and so forth. Same thing with the gray wires and how you put those into the computer. We're going to go over the computer also, so I just want to go over the harness right now. The black wires, ground. Anytime that I say ground, you should automatically know it's battery ground. Both wires to battery ground. I don't care what the book says. I don't care what anybody says. If you listen to me and wire your bike or your vehicle how I tell you to, it will run the best it's ever done. Battery ground. If you don't want to use this harness for SparkPro 4, I also have the connector. So you can run the wires directly from the ECU into the SparkPro and crimp your terminals and push them into the connector that way. You will have to add in the grounds, and you will have to add in a wire for the coils. On the coils, when you're using the green wires here, this is the ground, so you need to put switch 12 volts to the dumb coils. This is only for dumb coils. The only reason why you need a SparkPro 4 is for the igniter for a dumb coil. Smart coils have an igniter built in, so you do not need that. Wiring a KZ or a GS with a dual coil. If you have an 8-plug cylinder head, 2 per hole, you need a SparkPro 4 with a dual coil, because you have 4 separate outputs. If you have a single plug head, meaning one single spark plug per cylinder, you only need a SparkPro 2, unless you're using individual coils similar to a Hayabusa or a ZX14. If you have a dual coil, it only has 2 outputs because it sends one output from the FuelTech to the coil, and then the coil sparks 2 separate spark plug wires and spark plugs. So I hope this little overview of the SparkPro wiring harness answers some questions that you may have had. It's pretty straightforward on this. I already did an O2 Nano wiring harness video a while back. I might do another one to keep up with this series here. Make sure you watch every one of these videos, because every one of these videos might give you a little bit of tip on wiring.